Shalom, shalom. Shalom, shalom, shalom. All right, before we get started, we want to face the east. All right. Shema, Yasa'ala, Yahawah, AHLAHAYANAWA, YAHAWAH RATAZA. Shema, Yasa'ala, Yahawah, AHLAHAYANAWA, YAHAWAH RATAZA. Shema, Yasa'ala, Yahawah, AHLAHAYANAWA, YAHAWAH RATAZA. Barakatah Yahawah, Barakatah Yahawashi, Barakatah Yahawah, Barakatah Yahawashi, Barakatah Yahawah, Barakatah Yahawashi, Bahashem QADASH, AHLAHYAMLA, AHLAHAYANAWA, YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, QADASH. All right, double honors, our apostles, the elders, the bishops, CFS, much due respect. The sincere asking for our labor and work. Shalom, shalom to you believers, to the Akim, while you said Aqua, brothers and sisters, who subscribe to the truth. All right, as always, THAWADAH, YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI for the QADASH. Giving thanks to our power, YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, right? For the Holy Spirit, the QADASH, who gives us understanding of the wisdom and knowledge of the Holy Scriptures, and to have faith in the two names of our power, YAHAWAH, which is the true name of our Heavenly Father, the word is called God. Bahashem, in the name, Yahawashi, Yahawah's only begotten Son, our Lord and Savior, who the world really called Jesus Christ, Yahawashi, right? Bahashem, QADASH, and the Holy Spirit, right? Lord willing to edifying, YAHAWAH RATAZA. So today's lesson, we're going into current / very topic, okay? We're going to bring out something related to that charagma, something related to how, Esau, Edom is the wicked mentioned in the Bible, okay? And and we're gonna bring some phrases out. We're gonna set up on that. We're gonna start with let's see. We're gonna start with the one how CNN is trying to make it seem like it's a new trend to get the fucking Quran. The total length of this video is 1 minute and 41 seconds, okay?
Worry about losing your car keys when you can take matters into your own hands, literally, with a chip implanted in your hand at a tattoo and piercing parlor.
You can't lose your hand, so you'll always have a way of getting in your car.
Brandon Delali had a local anesthetic injected, then the chip inserted. A few days later, his hand hardly sore. He was hovering over the door pillar to open his Tesla. Though he's been mocked, Tesla bros will single-handedly ruin civilization. Brandon says he's no Elon Musk groupie, but rather...
I'm a huge tech nerd. I work in technology.
What he really wants is for the chip to be updated so the implant will work for credit cards. But till that's possible, he'll settle for starting his Tesla by holding his hand over the console.
I'm getting a lot of comments saying, well, what happens if somebody comes after you and chops off your hand?
Brandon already had a chip implanted in his other hand that allows him to unlock the door to his home. It also holds his contact and medical information, such as COVID vaccinations. It glows green, so you know the phone is reading the chip. Can you show me your lump?
It's hard to see, but you can kind of see part of it kind of pop up on the end right there.
Barely a bump, though he's taking his lumps online. But they don't get to say with a wave of the hand,
Open, O sesame! Yes, open, O sesame.
Genimos, CNN, New York.
On the door, open it up. Oh yeah, open the fucking like yeah. At some point you'll see that. So you saw there how CNN, CNN is actually a really big, like a very well-known news channel, so-called news channel, right? A very well-known broadcasting news station, a very popular station to push out witchcraft and get to tell lies, okay? And people the people that's simple, people that don't have this wisdom and knowledge of Yahweh, dwelling in them, right? They're gonna look at that and be like, dang, that's cool as hell, yo. I never gotta worry about losing my keys again. I can just get up and go. You don't gotta, how like usually like right before you leave out your place, You always gotta repeat these three things: phone, wallet, keys.
Oh yeah,
Right?
look.
Right before you leave out, you gotta be like phone, wallet, keys, and shit. You don't gotta do that shit anymore. You gotta say Caragua, like this. All right, that's one. And then the brother at noon came across some stuff too. We're gonna bring them out. One, two. I think it's two only. I think yeah. This one right here. All right, that was probably too quick for y'all. So that guy got that Caragua in him, and he had his phone to scan that Caragua that's in him. And when he scanned it on whatever app on his smartphone, it showed his current his up to date Vicky status.
Yeah.
That used to. I haven't played again.
Now, mind you, real quick. Just to let y'all know. You see where he put the phone at, right? Over his forearm. And the scriptures say, they shall receive a Caragma in their right hand. This is for you simple fucking jakes, man. If you get the Caragma anywhere, you done. Okay, you can't come back from that. So regardless if y'all say, well, oh nah, he got it above his hand. It's in his forearm. Nah, it don't matter. You got the Caragma, you are through.
And once you get that Caragma inserted in you, there's literally no place for repentance, man. Then you literally bow down to the elite, the banking family, the wicked, okay? Those who are actually running this earth, man. All right? You pretty much sign with your own blood, your own soul, pretty much like, hey, you want to remain being a slave onto our oppressor. You want to be a slave onto the very nation that our power hates, as it mentioned in scripture. Our power, he hates Esau, right? He loves Jacob. It mentions it twice. All right, we're gonna get at some point too. We're gonna get another one. I think it was this one.
What can you do with the dangerous things in plants?
It's going to be the NFC implant. You can use it for door locks, unlocking your cell phone, let people connect to your Wi-Fi, to your Instagram. It's like this little one here. It's the same. It's just an upgraded version. It has a double of capacity and it has a red LED light in it.
Okay, let's go.
You see that there? You see that? That's how this damn double is going to catch a lot of you two-thirds slipping, man. You got the little sound effects in the background, making it sound all cool, talking about, okay, let's go. And all that stupid shit. Got the music playing in the background.
He makes it delightful for you to be like, damn, that is pretty cool. It's convenient too. Why not just get it? Man.
Fucking the way how this devil presents his wickedness right in front of you, he's going to deceive you, like, of course, he's going to add little sound effects, special effects, and all that stuff, and within that, he's going to try to he's going to sell you out pretty much with the whole you can still have your NBA 2K career. It doesn't matter where you go. Let's say the console breaks, the whole memory of your NBA 2K career is in your Caragma cell, right? Doesn't matter whatever console break, CD, the actual disc of it break, right? Your Call of Duty status, Fortnite status, whatever other games you play, Minecraft and all this shit, right? Your record will always be in your Caragma, okay? And a lot of people are going to look at that like, man, that's a nerd. That's cool as fuck, man. I don't got, my crazy ass baby mama fuck around and break my console, but hey, I still got all my records in my Caragma. Like shit like that, man. Shit like that is really gonna catch you, man. You got
This is the book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 2, verse 11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. So the elect, right? The elect are not ignorant of Esau Edom, right? The RAWCHAA family, the Banker family, DuPont, right? The Edomites, right? Those who are running everything. Those who are actually behind the actual faces of the NWO, right? The elect are not going to fall for his devices, his plans, his tactics, his schemes, his tricks. Okay, and we showed you several videos of how that's one of Satan's devices, one of his tricks, his tactics, his plans, his tricks to try to deceive the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. But the elect are not going to be deceived by it, because YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI blessed us to have our spiritual eyes open and our spiritual ears open to be able to see and understand what the damn devil really means. Okay, what he's really trying to fulfill. All right. If I'm not mistaken, when you go to devices in the blue of the Bible, I think one of the definitions goes into an evil purpose. And the elect is not ignorant of the damn devil's evil purpose, which is what trying to fulfill the NWO, have everyone be under one system, one quote unquote religion, have everyone be a servitude, right, a slave onto Esau Edom, the Banker family. Okay? All right, got a precept that one. This is the book of 1 Peter, chapter 5, verse 8 and 9. Verse 8, be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour. Right, so be sober, be vigilant, right? You know, spiritually, you're going to be sober by not taking on other philosophies, other doctrines, right? Because these other philosophies and doctrines are also known as wine, as strong drink. If you drink too much of strong drink, that shit, it will impair, it will fuck with your mind, and you can't no longer think logic, throw you off your game, you all over the fucking place. You really start doing some wicked shit, right? You know, that's talking about, you know, being sober spiritually, right? You're only going to drink, you know, the good wine, the good water, which is the wisdom and knowledge of YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, not the wisdom and knowledge of this world. And one of those wisdom and knowledge, or let's say philosophies, doctrines of this world, is wacky tacky Christian doctrine. That damn JC character doctrine, Jesus Christ doctrine. That's a doctrine that can have your spirit not be sober, drunk all over the fucking place, man. All right. And also, you know, we want to speak on the physical, like the part, like the flesh point of it, right? You know, it's okay to have some yang from time to time, strong drink. Just know your balance. Just know, you know, how much you drink, but you know, just don't be an actual alcoholic. Drunk as fuck all day, every day, man. It causes you to not be able to push his word out. At the end of the day, we're all watching. We gotta stay on our watchman post, man. If drunk as hell on your watchman post, it could be that very moment you drunk as hell, and boom, sudden destruction, sudden visitation, boom. Now you caught off guard, man. All right, and because you got caught off guard, your whole nation is fucked now because you got caught slipping. All right, you want some rank. We're gonna go to the Revelation scripture now. Right, doesn't matter how many times we gotta bring this out. We're gonna keep on bringing it out. So when that Ezekiel chapter 33 finally slaps you fucking simple sons in the face, hey, you cannot say, damn, the prophets has been amongst all this time, man. They've been telling us about the Quran, but start with the elders and apostles, the GMS, and on down, like 30 plus years, man. All right, we're gonna keep telling you and tell you and tell you. If I'm not mistaken, when you read that scripture, it says precept must be upon precept. When you read that in the NLT version, it says for verbatim, something like that, like repetitive. It's something along that line. But when you read the NLT version, it's pretty much saying, you know, that's why, you know, like when you read certain precepts back to back, they sound almost the same. It's just worded differently, because that's our power. Because he knows how Israel is. You know, you can't tell Jake something one time and expect him
or the woman's dick to get it that first time. You gotta constantly keep telling that people over and over again, so it can finally be embedded into their fucking mind. Man. All right.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 13, verse 14 through 18. Verse 14. And deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast which had the wound by a sword and did live.
Right. So we showed you some example videos of how the damn devil is going to deceive the people of the earth, right? By the means of those miracles, by his technology. What his technology is capable of doing for you on the left hand side, really, right? Right? What do they call it in the name of science, right? In the name of knowledge, but on the left hand side, we get knowledge. Okay? They'll talk about, oh, if you get a Karama, you better do this, you better do that. You'll be able to do things that you were never able to do, right? And a lot of people are going to get slipped up by that. They're going to fall for that device thing. Okay,
verse 15. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed.
So at some point, our power, YAHAWASHI YAHAWAH YAHAWASHI is going to put the spirit, he's going to put that evil thought into the elites, the high banking family, right? That evil thought to just decree that unrighteous decree, just create a law to where they can have power to be able to kill those who refuse to get that Karagma, that RF, the RFC hit. Okay, that has to be physically placed into you, implanted in you. Okay.
Verse 16. He causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a Karagma in their right hand or in their foreheads. The same, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the Karagma, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name.
So, right, so at some point, you're going to wake up one day and realize that you cannot buy or sell unless you got that Karagma in you. That's going to be the new form of currency. No more cash, not even a debit card or a credit card. You literally got to have that thing inside of you to be able to buy, to be able to sell, to have that business up and running. For you to still have an OnlyFans account. You still be a thought on Snapchat, Tinder, and all these other accounts, right? To still partake in life. You won't be able to have those luxuries that you have now unless you get that Karagma. Okay?
Verse 18. Here's wisdom. Let him that understand count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 600, 6.
So that number goes into 666. That's what it means. That number is the number of man, not some wacky type Christian doctor talking about it's a red man with horns, with some tight ass spandex and shit, with a pitchfork poking you for fucking eternity. No, the number of these fucking Edomites, right? The elites, is their number. Because we look at all these barcodes, somewhere within the barcode, you got the number of man in there. You best believe that Karama is going to literally have the number of man in there. 666, man. All right. Go to chapter 14.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 14, verses 8 through 12. Verse 8. And there followed another angel, saying, Babylon is fallen, that great city, because she made all nations drink of the wine of the wrath of her fornication.
Right? So Babylon is talking about, modern day Babylon will be America, right? Ball, he's confused. So Babylon is the land of fall, land of confusion. It's confused by all mixture. Something along that line. When you look it up, when you look up the word, the Blue Letter Bible term for fall, it goes into confusion by mixing, and it's talking about all these different philosophies, different doctrines. You come to Babylon, you can be whatever the hell you want for whatever religion you want to be. You can be Muslim, Christian, Catholic. You can claim today you could be a man, tomorrow you can claim to be a woman, the next day you claim to worship a fucking fish. This place is confused as fuck, man, by different philosophies, different doctrines, man, different traditions. Everything is wicked as hell. And the other nations partook, right? Nations is a people for the place, right? They also partook in Babylon's philosophy, got them drunk off of it. That's why a lot of these nations are starting to wake up and realize, like, yo, we ain't down with Babylon shit. Somewhere on the east, those countries out there on the eastern side, they decreed a law, or they're about to actually sign it, where you being a sodomite, you'll be in prison for like 2 years for that. Yeah. A lot of countries are waking up. A lot of countries waking up like, yo, we ain't down with Babylon shit, man. That shit wicked as hell. It literally fucked up their whole nation. They got the women out of order. There's no order within their women. The concubines, right? The heathen women. Their men are out of order. The children out of order. The whole household out of order because they picked up the philosophies of Babylon, aka America. And because of that, they want to have to partake in the wine of the wrath or wine of fornication, right? They got to partake in the punishment of Babylon. Okay? Especially 2/3 of our people picking up the philosophy of these fucking devils, man. Oh, they definitely going to get fucked up for that. All right?
Verse 9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his charagma in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, which is poured without mixture, into a cup of his indignation. He shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb.
So very simple, straight to the point. Those who take that charagma and those who have already taken it, hey, your punishment is going to be torture in that lake of fire, second death, right? That's going to come by those nukes, by those missiles, and the chariots added more fuel to it. Okay, so the chariots of YAHAWASHI W4Y, so he saw Edom, deceiving people to believe they're UFOs. It's really chariots. Just came in and piloted the power of YAHAWASHI W4Y. All right, they're gonna be laser beaming this shit too. All right.
This is the book of Amos, chapter 8, and verse 9. And it shall come to pass in that day, saith the Lord YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI power, that I will cause the sun to go. Damn, I mixed my stuff up. It's 9 and 8. It's the opposite. It's lucky. It's lucky. Okay, got it. fervent heat. No, fervent heat one. Is it Malachi? Is it Malachi? Hey, slug it.
So while we wait, I'm gonna go to verse 11, okay? In the book of Revelation, chapter 14, verse 10. Like in verse 11. And the smoke of their torment ascended up forever and ever, and they have no rest day or night, who worship the beast, right? The NWO, these devil's agenda, right? And his image, and whosoever receiveth the charagma of his name. So it's going to be so much fire here. And mind you, let's not forget, Babylon, like if you really pay attention to your surroundings whenever you're out and about, everything around you is pretty much explosive. It's flaming, right? The traffic lights, the damn electricity poles, electricity lines, all these buildings, right? Has like boiler rooms, has something like that can cause to be burned, right? Babylon itself is like an actual, like a live, like a big ass bomb itself. Just imagine when the fire, the missiles, the chariots, and those ICBMs during World War III, the missiles are hitting Babylon. It's going to cause places to explode, places like buildings, power lines like underneath the ground, shit. This whole place is a bomb itself, man. That's going to have more fire. That's going to cause the smoke to ascend up to the air, man. And people are going to be able to see from afar. Like for an example, right? Just think as a man, like 9/11, right? When 9/11 happened, right? Mind you, when that happened, I was living in New Jersey, in North New Jersey at the time, and I was this is during school hours. I can literally see the smoke from the Twin Towers from our classroom. That smoke extended up high enough where you can see from another state. But just imagine when the whole country is lit the fuck up. All right, other nations are going to be able to see it from across the Atlantic Ocean, Pacific Ocean. All right, got it. Found that precept. This is the book of 2 Peter, chapter 3, and verse 10. But the day of the Lord YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI will come as a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up. Like the brother was saying, all this shit is flammable, man. This shit about to go up in flames when those nuclear fucking nukes come over here and that fervent heat starts wiping this shit away. That's heat that can literally melt rock, concrete, anything, any element. It literally says it in the scriptures. It will be melted with fervent heat. Melted. So you better not try to pull a fucking Wolverine. Remember that movie Wolverine? Hiroshima got hit with the bomb, and then he went inside the tube, the sewage. He took the sewage the shield, right, to cover stuff. Not even that shit gonna get melted, man. All right, don't be like Wolverine out there, man. Don't do it. All right. Don't try to hide under the sewage because everything gonna get burnt the fuck up, man. Everything in Babylon, everything, man. And you can't play Captain Saberho with Babylon. She gonna be through anyway. Yup. The only way you can survive is one, you're an Israelite man. You are of the elect, right? Or you just have to be of the 1/3, you are of the remnant, let's say, right? And then for a woman, the only way your ass gonna get delivered from being burnt up is by you cleaving on to and serving one of the elect men of Yahawah Yahawashi, who for short of you keep looking down on. You don't fear, you don't respect, you don't want to believe, you don't want to serve them. Okay? But the time is gonna come though, all hell break loose, you gonna finally be in your right mind, like, damn, I really need a man. Okay? Damn, I need a man. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen soon. It's gonna happen. Independent bitch spirit though, that shit gonna fly away like it was a dream. Let me get verse 12 right quick. It says here, the book of Revelation 14 and 12. Here is the patience of the saints right? The Israelites, right? Started with the elect, right? Here is the patience of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments of Yahawah and have faith of Yahawah. All right. So this is what the elect are longing for. Is for the downfall of Babylon, aka America, for this place to finally be destroyed, for Yahawah to finally be back here physically and deliver us up out of this fucking hellhole for slavery, man. We tired of this motherfucker still standing. Waking up every day the same shit over and over again, man. All right. All right. Go to 16 now.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 16, verse 1 and 2, and 8 through 11. Verse 1 and 2. And I heard a great voice out of the temple saying to the 7 angels, go your ways and pour out the vials of the wrath of YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI upon the earth. And the first angel went and poured out his vial upon the earth. And there fell a noisome and grievous sore upon the men which had the charagma of the beast, and upon them which worship his image.
So one of the punishments also, those who already got that charagma and those who are going to take it eventually, you're going to have really bad wounds on your body, your whole body, open wounds to the point where you can see like your own flesh, you can see the bones, the marrow, the nerves. Yeah, you're gonna be looking like zombies out here. Open wounds, like big open ulcers, big pus that has been popped there. It's just big, it's shit on your body, your face, your mouth, your nose, your private area, you know, the most sensitive areas of your body. They're all over too. Everywhere, head to toe, man. Okay.
Verses 8 through 11. And the fourth angel poured out his vial upon the sun, and power was given unto him to scorch men with fire. And men were scorched with great heat and blasphemed the name of YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, which hath power over these plagues. And they repented not to give him glory.
So, right, people are going to be scorched, right? Strong G 2739, Tomasio, right, to burn with heat, tortured with intense heat, right? So you say that charagma, you don't get caught up in that lake of fire because because you do that charagma, you're going to be tortured with intense heat. You're going to become sealed. All right.
Verse 10. And the fifth angel poured out his vial upon the seat of the beast, and his kingdom was full of darkness. And they gnawed their tongues for pain, and blasphemed the power of heaven because of their pain and their swords, and repented not of their deeds.
So whoever gets caught up in that lake of fire, they're going to be in so much pain, right? They're going to be scorched, right? I'm still with a torture with intense heat. They're going to be so much pain. They're going to be pretty much like biting down their tongue, cursing the name of our power because they receive their judgment for non-repentance. So especially you 2/3, man. All right, you 2/3 are going to be cursing out our power because you got the ass whooped, you know, with that flaming chancleta. Woo! With that hot ass belt. You know, that's a way, that's a form of our power, you know, punishing you. He can't punish you because you refused to repent when he had his men out here from time, like 30 plus years, man. You ain't want to get right, but the only way you can't get right is through death by pain. Like it says in 2nd Ezra, chapter 9, verse 12. Through death by pain, they shall know death by pain, paraphrasing. And that's how you're going to finally understand when you're being tortured, man. You catch the hell. Okay? And then we're going to go one more, the book of Revelation, chapter 19.
The book of Revelation, chapter 19, and verse 20. And the beast was taken, and with him the false prophet that wrought miracles before him, with which he deceived them
that had received the charisma of the beast, and them that worship his image. These both were cast alive into the lake of fire, burning with brimstone. Right, so you got false prophets out there. You got those who claim they're prophets, but they're not actually prophesying one in the correct name, with being premise, being truth, right? Yahawah side. Second of all, they're not prophesying the actual truth to you, right? A lot of these prophets claim to be prophets, right? But they don't have the testimony of Yahawah Bahashaam, which is what? The spirit of prophecy. They're not prophesying. They're not telling you about Jacob's trouble. They're not telling you about pretty much. They're not preparing you spiritually by feeding you with knowledge, so you can be kept safe where time to come in. Okay? They teach you everything and anything other than the truth, especially that charisma. So they're going to partake with that beast in the lake of fire. All right, damn devil. Okay. All right, so we'll move on to the next topic. Move on to the next topic. Shalom to the brother Yawana. Yahawah Ratazah. Shalom. Yahawah Ratazah. About to go on to the next topic. Let's see. All right. Just for laughs, like, it's funny, but it's also scripture, okay? Oh shit! I'm just.
La 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 la. I'm more than horny, like a hot pie. Keep thinking of me, doing what you like.
I'm gonna play it again. Hold on. I'm playing one more time, okay? One more time.
La 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 la. I'm more than horny, like a hot pie. Keep thinking of me, doing what you like.
You better not send that nigga to my balance. I'm gonna send his ass to Brother Nahar so he can sing Nahar one of those Damn Tony songs. But nah, but like, it's funny, but like, yeah, you gotta look at it spiritually, man. Look at it spiritually, like, yo, like you should be embarrassed, man. Like these are motherfuckers that's ruling over us, man. Niggas talking about I'm 100, with low ass skirt and shit, a fucking fornicator, profane. This is a nation that's dominating over us right now, man. This is a nation that you put your trust in. The nation that you think is the nation that you think loves you. But y'all gonna learn a hard way when all hell breaks loose. The very nation that a lot of our women like. Our women, the so-called black women, especially the black women. No, you got some fucking Latinas out there too, right? And the Native American Indian women, right? It is something about they just love that fucking swine meat, man. They love some Edomites, man. This nigga, man. That's over us this every day, man. All right, it's just embarrassing to be honest, man. These are niggas that's supposed to be our governors. The niggas who we call 911 for help, and when they pull up, it's a nigga like that pulling up. Yeah. You got a whole police uniform on with a fucking the Rainbow Mafia badge on. Like, yo, this really? Damn. Right. So let's get some scriptures real quick. Go to Hebrews chapter 16. This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 12, and verse 16. Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright. All right, so the individual you saw in that video, right? You can definitely tell that's the Edomite because you can see his blood showing forth through his skin. That's a sign that that they're of the wicked. Mind you do got Edomites today that look like a typical Jake because they picked up the features of their mother, right? So somewhere along the line, the Edomite man popped one of our women was against the law, got pregnant, and now their child picked up pieces of of the Israelites, but the seed is still the Edomite. But that guy right there, we can see in the spirit that he right there is a fornicator and a profane person. Right, fornicator. The Psalms G 4205, pornos, literally, that's how it spelled, like PRONOS, pronos, pretty much, pronos. It says a man who indulged in unlawful sexual intercourse. And that guy looks like he indulged in unlawful sexual intercourse. You're a grown ass man with a little ass breast, with a little red skirt. You feminine as hell, talking about you hot or only like a hot pie. What the hell, bruh? All right, and you know that's another example of how that nation, Edom, is a very strange nation. They're strange children, man. So we're gonna go into that about the Psalms 144, verse 11. Verse 11. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 144, and verse 11. Rid me and deliver me from the hand of the strange children, whose mouth speaketh vanity, and their right hand is a right hand of falsehood. Right? So, you know, we pray that our power, YAHAWASHI W4Y, to deliver us from the strange children, from Esau Edom, from the fornicators, the profane nation, the wicked. Okay? Because everything they do, right, you know, apparently their right hand is righteous in their eyes, but really is the right hand of falsehood, man. Perfect example. Catholicism, if that's even a fucking purple, you know, the Catholic doctrine, Santa Maria's doctrine, the wacky Texas Christian doctrine, any philosophy of this world, right? Right? It's all falsehood, man. Okay? Especially when it comes to like religion, all that shit is falsehood, man. Especially that the whole JC character doctrine, definitely falsehood, man. That nigga probably is crazy. Nah, apparently JC already reincarnated. He's here now. Apparently he's here now, man. Oh, yeah, he's here with who? Mary? Yeah. So by the way, you know, you Jesus freaks out there. Apparently, your power is here. He's here physically. He's here now. Apparently, if that's the case, if JC is the same, if JC is supposed to be that guy, right? Then why we still here? Right? Why I'm not seeing bodies dropping left and right? Why I'm not seeing that scripture would say that the plane of the Lord shall be many? Why we not seeing chariots out here just lighting shit up, right? Why the day doesn't seem darkness and gloominess? Why and the list goes on, man. Okay? If that's the case too, why the elect man has not been evolved yet, renewed, the spiritual powers there? Okay? All right. Now we're gonna move forward. We're gonna talk a little more about the wicked. All right, bear with me. So when we talk about the wicked, the Edomite, like the high banking family, the Rothschild family, the elite, these are the very individuals that the elect are talking about, starting with our elders. These are the motherfuckers that's behind closed doors. You don't really hear about them. You don't see their faces out there, but they want that's calling all the shots pretty much. All right. Take a good look at all of them. You see that JC character picture? Yeah, that motherfucker's in it too. All right. Edomites, the so-called white people, the Caucasians, right? They're the one that's behind the whole NWO order, right? So you see them right there. You see that sign, that logo, the Freemason logo, the pyramid with the all iron, the all seeing eye thing, right? That's all of the elect. I mean, that's the elect block it of the elite. All right. And this is one of many examples of how wicked these fucking devils are, man. Right? See the top picture?
You got it could be a Gadite or a Reubenite, right? A so-called Sidonian Indian or a Native American Indian. You got two, Edomites there, already plotting on what to do onto that land, already coveting it, and then boom. You see the bottom picture? They kind of fulfilled it. They fulfilled their vision pretty much. They took the beauty of the land and destroyed it with pipeline, gas lines, electricity, street signal lights, pavement, concrete, and shit. They fucked up everything, man. Okay? So we're gonna get some scriptures real quick. All right.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 24, and verse 19. It says, "Fret not thyself because of evil men, neither be thou envious at the wicked." I'm going to that word. Fret. And that word fret means like worry, to be worried or like being anxious. But it says to fret not, to worry not about the evil man and the wicked, or be envious at the wicked. Fine. So don't envy the wicked. All right, don't be. So mind you, at the end of the day, we're in the flesh. We get frustrated, we get vexed because mind you, we're in the flesh. All right, let me get them. Mind you, we're in the flesh. We get frustrated. We find ourselves being that spirit of being a fret because it's like how much longer? How much longer do we gotta keep dealing with the folly, with the vanity, and all the bullshit that's going on here that's still continuing on? How much longer? How much longer? How much longer you gonna finally make it very clear that you are the one only true living power? Next verse, verse 20. For there shall be no reward to the evil man. The candle of the wicked shall be put out. At some point, their rulership is going to come to an end. The candle is going to be put out. All right? Ain't going to be no more Edomites at some point. Good. You want to get Job 9:24? As the earth gets and the wicked. This is the book of Job, chapter 9, verse 24. I'm definitely looking forward to that scripture finally coming alive, where it says, "It shall be no man to till the ground." Oh, yeah, doing this shit. Out of all times today, you want to cut grass now, and here out of all places, hey, cut those fucking grass out there, man. All right, anyway, go ahead. Book of Job, chapter 9, verse 24. The earth is given into the hands of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? So if the earth wasn't given to these fucking Edomites, if they're not the ones that's causing the world to be in the condition that it is and everything in it, then who is it? Is it Moab, the so-called Chinese? Is it Amos, so-called Japanese? Is it the fucking Canaanites, so-called Africans, the cow booty eating motherfuckers? Alright? Who is it then if it's not the Edomites? The so-called white man. Okay? I'm going to Micah real quick on the part of verse 20. This is the book of Micah, chapter 2, verse 1 and 2. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it, because it is in the power of their hand. That's how we know that the wicked, right, the Edomites, are in power right now. The earth gives it up because they're the ones that's devising iniquity. They're the ones that's planning. They put out wickedness. Okay, one of many examples. The Quran, of course, right? But one of many. They create laws that protect these fucking rainbow mafia people. Because these devils know that, according to the law, if there was a sodomite in our nation, right, we're supposed to stone his ass to death. Stone everyone, all the men of the nation, right, of the community, go stone his ass to death. And if his son was hard-headed, he didn't want to get right, stone his ass to death too. If he got a daughter, and she's a fucking rebel, she wanted to be out there, be a whore, burn it for every dick she come across her, you sell her as a slave onto another Israelite. And that's in the law, right? It's punishment for those who wants to be a fucking sodomite. So a sodomite, a woman, man, right? Well, damn, those create laws where it justifies them to be a transformer. To go from a man to a woman to man to a man to a robot, to a man to a goldfish. You know, it's fucking this goes on, man. A man to no gender apparently. Alright. Verse 2. And they covet fields and take them by violence. And they oppress a man in his house, even a man of his heritage. And real quick, it says oppress, which goes into being defraud. And defraud is illegally obtaining money from someone by deception. Ooh, oh yeah. So the word here in the Bible says oppress a man of his house, even a man of his heritage. And oppress goes into defraud. And to defraud someone is illegally obtaining money from someone by deception. And it says to swindle, to cheat, to rob, deceive, hoodwink, and to trick. Yeah, so he tricks us into all this shit. We're oppressed by the wicked, man. One of many examples. By the time you get paid, right? Before you get paid, you got taxed. Right? He deceiving you by, like, for example, you work, you got a job that pays pretty well hourly, and you work, quite some hours. So in the back of your mind, you're like, yo, my check will look nice next week or 2 weeks now. Or you look at the check, like, yo, like it doesn't add up with the hours because they tax your ass, man. He oppressed you, he tricked you. It's like this scripture too that goes into how damn. I think it's in Hosea if I'm not mistaken. But like the description goes into how pretty much like your your daily savings and whatever you work for, you don't really get what you work for because it's like putting money in your pocket. The shit got holes, but money's falling out. It's like that pretty much, man, right? That's him deceiving you, man. Okay, that's them devil oppressing you, man. Okay. And the brother also read how they covet fields, right? Like that scripture, what goes into how deep coming, but to lie, steal, and kill, like that. They take the land by violence, something along that line, right? They covet the fields, man. They want something that doesn't belong to them. That's what covet goes into. Desiring, lusting over something that belongs, that's a possession to another man. One of many examples too. Another man's woman. Another man's woman. But these damn devils will put that vibration on our own people using the music industry, right? To put music out there, talk about, oh, I'll pop you, bitch, I'll pop you, woman, this and that. Tupac, a perfect example. A lot of you niggas sing that song. What's that song? You claim be a thug, what I fuck with your wife. Yeah, no, one of many examples, man. Putting out shit like that, man. But nah, that shit going off, man. All right. I'm gonna get the book of Malachi right quick, but before I get that, let's see. Go to Romans 9 and 13. Back me up on the So the book of Malachi, chapter 1, verses 2 through 4. Okay, it says here, I have loved you, said the Lord Yahawah Bahashem Yahawashi, which is talking about the nation Israel, right? YAHAWAH, so-called black, so-called Latinos, so-called Hispanic, so-called Native American Indians, right? Those that we are the very people that our power loves, the chosen nation, the only nation that he knows. Okay, but to be even more specific, the elect. Okay, the elect, the first fruit. Okay, that was always there from the beginning, right after Yahushua, right? It says, "I have loved you," said the Lord Yahawah Bahashem Yahawashi. Yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother? Saith the Lord, right? And it says, yet I love Jacob. Now check this out, verse 3. And I hated Esau, the so-called white people, who our people still keep trying to fucking say, still trying to push it out there, saying that these damn devils say no. Our power fucking hates Esau and his whole nation, his whole children, his whole lineage, the so-called white people. I'm gonna read it again. It says in verse 3, and I hated Esau. So power is power of balance, right? He hates, he also loves. He has a particular nation he loves. There's a very particular nation who he hates. Okay? All right? And I hated Esau, which is the so-called white man, and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. Now, before we, I'm gonna give verse 4 right quick, and then I'm gonna have to get a verse to back me up on verse 3 and 2. It says, wherefore, whereas Edom said, we are improvised, we will return and build the desolate places. Thus said the Lord Yahawah Bahashem Yahawashi of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord Yahawah Bahashem Yahawashi have indignation, righteous anger forever. Okay, so right when these damn devils think that they have fulfill their agenda, like let's say Babylon Babylon gets duped the fuck up, gets burnt up, right? They're gonna think that they're gonna be able to rebuild, but nah. That scripture says the New Jerusalem that came down from heaven. It's talking about the elect men. They're gonna come down with Yahushua. They're gonna put the remaining of the heathens into fucking captivity. All right, by force. They're gonna take the kingdom like the scripture says. The saints shall take the kingdom. They're gonna take that shit. All right, they ain't gonna ask for it. They're gonna take that shit. All right. So get that back here. This is the book of Romans, chapter 9, and verse 13. As it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. Very clear, man. There's two different scriptures we just read this now. That there's a particular people who Yahawah Bahashem Yahawashi loves, and a very particular nation who he hates, who he has an indignation forever for. All right? Israel, Yahshua, prince of the power, so-called black men, the so-called Hispanic men, the so-called Latino men, the so-called Native American Indian men, the Seminole Indian men, right? Men, women, and children, right? But started with the men. That's the people that our power loves. But the Caucasians, the white people, a gringo, a hombre blanco, our power fucking hates them. He despises these motherfuckers, man. All right? So we're going to move forward. We want to get Isaiah 14, chapter 14, verse 21, 22. Then get Revelation 13. Chapter 14, verses 21, 22. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 14, verse 21 and 22. Prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities. Right? So it says, prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers. So all of you Edomites out there, and you other nations, but especially you Edomites, right? A lot of you like to say that, oh, it was my ancestors. That was in the past. Well, guess what? Our power, he requires of the past. Like I mentioned, the scripture that goes into how like he requires of the past, something along that line. We got another scripture too. We're gonna get out in Second Thessalonians how it's a righteous thing for our power to recompense those who persecute us. It's a paraphrase. All right. So slaughter is being prepared for your Edomites today because of your forefathers in the past. And if you can get it or not, hey, reincarnation is the actual thing. So you probably was one of the Edomites that literally partook in the lynching of our people. You partook in the kind of punishments that our slave masters, our oppressors, had done to us in the past, burning us in boiling sugar water, fucking butt breaking grown men, taking the Israelite woman from him, fucking her, putting your seed on her, and then you get her pregnant. You abandon your own child now because that child doesn't look like you. Okay. So that lets you know how fucked up Edomites are, because there were Edomites that was enslaving themselves too, just because the baby looked like an Israelite, so-called black person, a so-called Hispanic Latino person. Okay, and the list goes on, man. You cutting the pregnant Israelite stomach open, have her bleed out with sport to see who's going to survive and who's going to die first, the mother or the unborn child. Feeding babies to crocodiles to entertain your ass. When you look at the very pen, the brand Levi, that goes into how when they took the horse and tied the rope on the Israelite man's hands and his ankle, they smacked both of the horses behind and they run and split the Israelite in half. If you look at the jeans logo, that's what the fuck it shows, man. All right, and the list goes on, man. And slaughter is being prepared for you fucking Edomites, man. For all the fucked up shit that Edomites has done to us, man. Especially to the elect, the apple of YAHAWASHI W4Y's eye. All right. Verse 22. For I will rise up against them, saith the Lord YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI of hosts, and cut off from Babylon the name and remnant of son and nephew, saith the Lord YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI. So in the kingdom of heaven, ain't gonna be not one thing under your name. Ain't gonna be no streets after your name. Ain't gonna be nothing under your name in the kingdom of heaven. Okay? Ain't gonna be no more America, South Africa, North Africa, North America, South America, United States of America, fucking Germany, Madagascar, fucking Russia, and the list goes on, man. All right. The only thing you wanna have is the tools needed to put your ass to work and whatever sackcloth that's gonna be on your skin. Okay, the things you need to slave to serve our power, YAHAWASHI W4Y, and the men of the house of David, the elect. Okay, everything else now ain't gonna be nothing named after your ass in the kingdom of heaven. Fuck that, hell no. All right, want to give Revelation 13 cents? This is the book of Revelation, chapter 13, and verse 10. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here's the patience and the faith of the saints. Right? It's plain and simple, man. It speaks loud and clear for itself. All the nations that led us into captivity, the Israelites, right? Starting with the Edomites, right? All the nations that killed us, tortured us, did all kinds of fucked up shit to us, is going to happen to you in return real soon in the kingdom of heaven. Okay? That's why we're going to end it with, can you get that Bible? 2 Thessalonians 1 and 6. All right? Because, whether you other nations don't want to believe it, hey, it's going to happen. We don't give a fuck about your opinion, what you think, what JC said, your so-called power. According to our power, The true power, Yahawah Yahawashi, clearly states that in Revelation 13 to 10, whoever led to captivity, your wife goes to captivity. Second Thessalonians chapter 1, verse 3. Right? And those who killed the sword, right? And the modern day sword can be the gun, right? Because no, you motherfuckers still killing us, right? We're still in captivity, believe it or not. Right? Hey, your wife's gonna be the new slave in the kingdom of heaven that's gonna be established on earth physically. Okay? Got it.
This is the book of 2 Thessalonians chapter 1 and verse 6. Seeing it is a righteous thing with YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you.
And who troubled us and still troubling us to this very day. All nations, man. Started with the fucking Edomites, so-called white people. So guess what? It's a righteous thing for Yahawah Yahawashi to recompense trouble onto those who still fuck with us pretty much today, who still oppressing us. Okay? What's that?
Yeah, it goes all the way up to 10. Shit. Verse 7. And to you who are troubled, rest with us when the Lord Yahawah Bahashem Yahawashi shall be revealed from heaven with his mighty angels.
Mighty angels, right? Those chariots, the great prince Michael, right? Archangel Michael and the other archangels, right? The chariots, right? All right.
Verse 8. In flaming fire, taking vengeance on them that know not Yahawah Bahashem Yahawashi, and that obey not the gospel of the Lord Yahawashi Hamashiach.
Right, so those flaming fire, right? The chariot, like the movie, was it War of the Worlds with Tom Cruise? Yeah, them so-called aliens just zapping motherfuckers, turn to dust. All right,
you didn't see no blood splattering. That's how hot it was. Concentrated fire. They fucking disintegrated.
You know the ICBM when they start coming from all the nations that have nuclear capability. When they start emptying out the clip on Babylon, it's going to hit this place up. People are going to get burnt up by that fire. All right.
Verse 9. Who shall be punished with everlasting destruction from the presence of the Lord Yahawah Bahashem Yahawashi and from the glory of his power.
Hey, it's going to be punished. Once Yahawashi is here, that's it, man. That's it. That's it for you, Edomite. So you might as well go out and bang, live it up, because you ain't going to be able to do your shit in the kingdom of heaven. This is your kingdom right now. And for the women too, the Israelite women too. Hey, this is your kingdom right now too. Live it up. Might as well live it up. All right? You better not be bitching and moaning when all hell break loose. We are no longer sitting on your throne, man. Because you've been warned for a long fucking time, man. Too fucking long.
Verse 10. When he shall come to be glorified in his saints and to be admired in all them that believe, because our testimony among you was believed in that day.
All right, so Lord, what else was edifying?
YAHAWAH RATAZA.
All right, we're going to close out by giving a much due praises, honor, and glory to
YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI BAHASHAM YAHAWAH.
double honors
to
the apostles, elders, and bishops of CMS. Much due respect. There's the say Akim while labor and work. Shalom.
Shalom.
Be believers to the Akim wa Aqua, be brothers and sisters, subscribe to the truth. And as always,
ETA abominable soon. Kwam Yasharallah.
Shalom.
Shalom.